Hello everybody, and welcome back to WorldBox. Wow, the lag. The lag's real in this new update. They fixed a bunch of stuff though, which is good. I'm not gonna complain about that, and I do like the dynamite. But wow, it is laggier now. Without a doubt. Look at that. That is just great. Yeah, I might just have to sit still from now on, so it doesn't load stuff in that doesn't need to be. Because honestly, it's really dubbed down the performance. That's for sure. Yeah, this one is... it's not... It wouldn't be in my record books, but still, I enjoy it. I like dynamite. That's the fun part there. Without a doubt. But, let's see how well things can hold up otherwise. Like, what is that boat doing? Let's see. What can, how will it hold up against a napalm bomb being dropped? Well, it actually didn't crash the game. Look at that. That's crazy. And neither did that. What about 300 fireworks? No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. So water bombs can be used to get rid of, like, land, I guess, in the water. That makes sense for me. Well, that was fun while it lasted. And it doesn't look like anybody else is really up to much right now either. Which is good. I kind of was hoping this would be just a chill episode. I don't really feel like starting wars or anything this time. I don't know what I'll do. What should I do, in fact? Maybe... Let's see, what do we got in here? Acid rain, no. Let's not do any of that. So bandits are over there. Flag Doctor... Right, Robot Santa is not something that we want to spawn. Not yet, anyways. And we got quite a few bees on this island over here. Interestingly enough. And now we got some rain as well. Are there any bees left on the Elven Island? Or have the orcs destroyed them all? It almost looks like they've destroyed it. But, yeah. The dwarf and orc cities in this area are not doing too well because of constant attack by each other. It looks like Ganitar's army might be heading south. Finally. Perhaps there will be a little bit of a conflict later on. But not quite. Not quite yet. The orc army in Ordez is pretty big now, I'd say. It's getting very big, in fact. And then what else we got going on? So there's also no more acid geysers. I'm thinking that maybe I'll like come up with some lore or something that the acid geysers made land and whatnot when they were destroyed, and make an elven island there. Spawn a couple elves in there just so we could have one of each race again. But I'm not sure if I'd like to do that or not. But perhaps. And it's hard to believe that Zopenberg used to be the original home of the dwarves. Very first dwarves, at least. And now the dwarves have also moved from their original capital here, all the way over here. They used to work together with the orcs, but now they've come to dislike them, I'll say. And yeah, it takes a while loading things in now. But, guess that's a small price to pay. They also built a tent on that moat again, somehow. Except the moat is not filled this time. There we go. It is now. I wonder how it got drained, though. That's a good question. I'm not too sure either, to be honest. Maybe a tornado. Or a lightning strike? I think lightning can get rid of water. Let's see. Yeah, it does. For a split second, it gets rid of all water. A very split second. And that doesn't really do too much. It's if I repeatedly strike land, that's when it does a lot. But for now, not too much. And Irina is really starting to build now. It's got a lot of housing, even in the northern area. I don't know when or how they managed to get so much housing up, but they do, and they have. And they've got roads connecting them all from the old dwarvish cities as well. Their new barracks is now down there. Their mine is still in the same spot as it always has been. But perhaps they'll go to war, regardless of how this place up here is doing. And that mine is on like a little chunk of sand. I find that's interesting. I wonder if that actually works or something. The humans up here are not doing as well as their counterparts, but they are still going. The orcs are somewhat catching up, and they've also kind of passed them. But doesn't seem like... So I wonder if pyromaniacs will also be more common now. Or what? Because I'd kind of like to see that used more often in war. Pyromaniacs do want to see the world burn, after all. But I definitely like that. Now, there's definitely a lot more stuff that can happen on its own without me needing to interfere and drop huge amounts of bombs on cities and whatnot. Which I may or may not have done in a world that I made myself, just for fun. But, yeah, Zed Depp's army is... Let's see, what is it at? It is at 38. That's got to be a pretty big low. And the human one is at 110, which has got to be one of the highest it's been. So you know what? I think they'd be able to take them on. Might even be able to take on Rapcoke and Doro. Let's see, how much does Rapcoke have? Decently high? Well, maybe it's about time. The humans can do some damage to the orcs over here. That's for sure. And that way they wouldn't have to worry about not attacking anymore. Not on Gyosel, on the Orcish Empire. And now they'll make peace with the human empire, and no, not on the human. I want you to make war on the Orcish Empire. I don't think they understand. Wait, I can figure this out. There. Okay, let's see how this goes. The Orcish Empire is now at war everywhere, and we got our first explosions occurring over here. Let's check out over here now. It is so laggy now. Oh, whoa. Lightning strikes. Not too sure where that hit, but there's fire everywhere now. And it looks like the humans might be winning this. We got a lot more action happening over here by the sounds of it. And it is so damn laggy now. And I have no clue why. But it looks like the dwarves have quite a bit of pyromaniacs on their side. Because they are burning anything and everything that they are coming across. It is so laggy. Ganitar is now being taken out. The dwarf army is also being attacked as well. Looks like both sides took some big losses, but the orcs are now winning. We got people throwing grenades, and human village up here was destroyed now, which is not good. But the dwarves are managing to hold back the orcs, regardless of them advancing. And Irina is advancing into Zed Depp. And it looks like they do have some pyromaniacs on their side over here. Demons have now shown up as well, to make things even more interesting. Up here, let's see how this goes. The orcs are now going to need to really get a move on if they want to put a stop to all of this madness. And that did some damage. Zed Depp was destroyed at last by the humans. They finally did it. Did what they couldn't for the longest time. Deir Bador is not doing too well right now either. I'm not sure where everybody's armies are at, but I don't see any. Anywhere else, really. I see ships on the move, though. Not good for the dwarves. The dwarves really took some losses this time around. The humans are still going strong, though. Quite strong, in fact. Now that's where all the war is going on, is up here. The king of the human empire was killed now. Which means that there is a new one taking place. And we got 4 humans on ships right now as well. And the dwarves really lost some ground now. But the dwarves can now throw all their available resources into taking out the humans, who don't seem to really want to care. Yes, they somehow kinda do. And it looks like now they are moving up into orc territory. We have some orc armies that have arrived by the looks of it as well. And we got humans moving in, as well as orcs moving in. The humans are doing quite a bit of damage to the orcs. What's left of them. The humans are managing to hold off some of the orcs, which is good. And now there's some orc armies moving in. Quite a bit, in fact. Let's see how this battle will go. Doesn't seem like the human archers want to do much. And we got an orc ship approaching, so the humans will make peace now, rather than risk being destroyed by that. It seems like a bunch of orcs had landed over here to deal with the humans. And we have another meteorite, and that really did some damage. Look at all of that. That landed right in the middle of all the dwarvish territories there. The dwarves are really getting it right now. Not good. Wait, are they still at war? They aren't. So what is going on? Humans and orcs are still fighting. What's going on? Oh, what? I thought that I already made them make peace. Human Empire made peace with Geosal? They were at war? I thought I made that stop. Ugh, well that's madness. No wonder why. So the Human Empire did lose a couple housing, but not too much. I wonder if one of the changes that they made is that they can only land in their own territory instead of landing literally in an enemy city. Because if they can land in... No, that doesn't make sense though. No. They must be able to land anywhere. But they just choose to land in their own territory to help them out, like over here. The dwarves really took some losses this time around. Not good for them. There was a lot of war that happened as well. But, yeah. Humans will take a win. They managed to destroy an entire orc town, which is a win in my books, and they also managed to gain the moat area there as well. And they, yeah, did a good job. Quick and efficient job of destroying Zed Depp. And there's some fighting going on here as well, which resulted in a dwarf loss, because their armies just simply didn't want to go and help out at all. Ganitar's army was chilling up there. A lot of armies were just not really caring. For whatever reason. And a dwarf somehow managed to land on that island without anything really to do there. He's got some trees there, but that's about it. And Dirbador is rebuilding, though. And we got some people, looks like they're moving somewhere. I see moving in formation. But all armies are on that island, I think? Are they? It's hard to tell. I'm not sure what's going on right now. I'm not sure where that last dwarvish army is. It's unaccounted for right now. Oh, there it is. Looks like it went to go invade orc territory. Huh. Not something I expected them to do. It's a bold move. Yeah, dwarves definitely lost some ground out of this experience. A lot of towns had some disagreements over here as well by the looks of it. Let's see, who gained some ground? Cog Opar gained some ground there. That's a tomb, which has some ground there. Is that also a tomb? Yeah, it is. There's one territory of a tomb in the middle of Ganitar. What is that? That's also a tomb. Okay. So it looks like a tomb was the one that lost the most land out of that agreement. And another meteorite. This one hit orc territory. Wow. It's a very spacefaring day for meteorites, it seems like. That is not good. And the humans are really putting their plans into action over here. They lost the territory that they had up here, but it was necessary for them to keep going elsewhere. And that means that Peridus can now finally have a port because it is not landlocked anymore. Which is good. It's about time that they are able to do that. But yeah, and Irina is really doing a good job at getting its population back up now. Which is good. And with Zed Depp out of the way, the humans can now keep pushing farther and farther. And Irina is somehow still not the biggest. Kind of surprised about that. And it looks like what ships were in the human village up there have now come down to Irina. Because the humans have a lot more ships here now. By the looks of it. But yeah. And what do we have here? Human ship. A warship. Not too sure what it's doing though. And let's check. Human army is at 50. Rapco's is at 54. Yeah, I feel like combat is definitely a little more laggy than it was before. Without a doubt. But that doesn't mean it's not enjoyable. It'll just be a little more difficult to keep track of things is all. Things will still happen. I'm trying to find a pyromaniac. I want to see them. I don't know if we can actually see them throw TNT anymore, or if it kind of just happens. But I think that I'll end things here for now. This was definitely an interesting episode, where humans lost territory but also gained some. I feel like that other spot was holding them back. Now they'll be able to do these little guerrilla attacks more often on the orcs, and also be more stronger when they do it. Their army can be over 100 now, which is definitely going to be helpful. They can do entire attacks now. But I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.